Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and I noticed Etheria Restart on their Discord made an announcement for a live stream they're going to be having for their final test direct. It's going to be on April 25th at 9 o'clock at night, and that's going to be UTC -5, or basically Central Standard Time, which is where I live in the US. You'll have to adjust what time that's going to be for you based on wherever you're at. Now, that might be April 26th for some people if you're more like in Europe or Asia there. But they'll be having that. I'm going to plan to live stream this live stream as well alongside it. So if anyone wants to join me within my channel and chat, we can kind of look at it together and kind of discuss it, since I do plan to cover this game quite extensively leading up to launch as well as through it and gameplay and that. One thing it mentions here is don't miss the exclusive reveals about the official launch, as well as new gameplay content. So all the changes and adjustments they've made from the beta looks like it's going to be mentioned there, as well as the official launch date. So that's going to be great. Now, the only thing we've had was that App Store date that was just kind of a holding date. We expect that's going to probably be around that time frame, but this is looking like they're going to give us the official launch date, so that'll be great to kind of see it there. So we have that. Now, one thing with this final test, I hadn't mentioned it in any of my last videos on it, since I've been mostly just covering some of the characters that I've seen, is that this final test is going to be a paid test with a data wipe. And what that means is they're going to actually have all the paid functions enabled, so that we can actually test out those paid functions within this beta. And then once you do that, there will be a rebate once the final version goes live. So while the data is going to get wiped, you will be able to get a rebate based on the amount that you spend in the game. And they actually have some posts. If you go onto their Discord, you can see here and kind of get some information on that. Now, if I remember when I'm looking at this, there's actually an opportunity if you're going to be one of those people that wants to be a spender on these types of games, or if you want to like buy a little bit of things here and there, you can actually spend on here, and the rebate will actually be slightly better. You'll get like more in return when they do the rebate when the actual game releases. So you kind of see here, do your hyperlinkers. This is a paid Glows beta test, scheduled data wipes, and there will be fully operational payment features. Your accumulated purchase will be refunded to your testing account according to the refund policy, which you'll see on these next images here. So they have like a different tier based on how much you spend during this test phase. So $1 will equal one Hydra voucher. So that's going to be that in-game currency that they use. And so if you do $0 to $99, it looks like it's going to be a 200% voucher rebate. 100 to 400, 150, 400 to 999, 125, and 1,000 up, and 110. So depending on how much you're willing to spend will depend on kind of the rebate there on it. So if you just do the testing of just like the $100, you're basically going to get a $200 in-game currency value right off the bat there. And then as you go higher, you get the percentage is a little bit lower, but you're getting more overall in terms of the rebate. So pretty good right there. And then you can kind of mention what these Hydra vouchers used to purchase in-game items, including the crystals, monthly supply cards, so your monthly pass like you have at others, premium passes, so the battle pass, ultimate passes, and purchasable bundle packs. So pretty much everything in the shop is used with this. So that is like the default currency used to buy everything in game, which we'll be able to see in the final test. Like you'll get to see all the functions and how it all works when we get the final test there before you even want to spend money. So you'll have an understanding there, and then yeah, refund calculations based on the USD price, not on real-time exchange rates for your local currency. So it's based on the US dollar amount spent. So it's going to be converted probably immediately upon spending to get an idea of how much of a rebate you're going to get. So any fluctuations in the market are not going to be taken into consideration there. And then monthly supply card rebate rules. All monthly supply card purchases will count towards your cumulative spending and qualify for the refunds according to the policy above. Additionally, you will receive monthly supply vouchers based on the following rules. Purchased 2 or fewer cards, full refund for the purchase. Purchase more than 2 cards, maximum of 2 vouchers refund. And so that's just the monthly, I'm going to guess, monthly pass. And then you'll just get them in the form of vouchers for anything above 2 there. And yeah, provides 30-day benefits upon activation. So that's just the monthly pass there. And let's see. Yeah, there's just some more things on the other little passes they have in here. Premium pass purchase. Receive a premium exchange voucher. This item can be used to activate the premium. So if you test out the premium pass with it, you'll just get one that immediately activate it. Ultimate pass, you'll get the ultimate pass voucher. upgrading Premium Pass to Ultimate Pass, cost will count towards cumulative spending. So if you do the upgrade process there, that'll count as well. Then they kind of show some math on how it'll all work when it comes to your rebate here. And so here's a little bit of tricky thing. It wasn't as it's not as obvious in the past one, but it's a little bit easier to see here when it shows the math on the rebate. So if you spend $1,000, your first 100 gets that 200%. Then after that, up through, I believe, what was it on the last one here? If you look here, and then the 100 through 400 gets 150. So basically, it's cumulative here. And man, I cannot click the correct ones here. Yeah, here it is. And so you'll get 200 plus the 300 of times 150, the 600 times 125, and then everything after that will get times 110%, which will come up with your total rebate you get on it. So overall, pretty good there, depending on however much of a spender you want to be. If you're a whale, I mean, this is an opportunity to get a little bit of a bonus on your whaling there. Or if you're just a minor spender, you're going to get double the value there. And then exclusive purchase reward, spending amount during the test to receive an outfit in game. So if you do any of the testing, like if you're going to be a monthly pass person, like I generally always get the monthly pass when I play these games, this is going to be the perfect opportunity, because if you buy your monthly pass and this, you are going to get an exclusive outfit for one of the characters there. And that's just for being participating and then testing out that feature. And then it has kind of the process of how you'll claim all that stuff, which we can get to once the game actually launches. So overall, it looks pretty good. I will definitely be testing out the game as well. We'll kind of see how I want to work with testing the features there. I'll probably just test out, like, when these types of games launch, I always like to at least get the monthly pass and whatever their battle pass is. So I will probably do that during the paid test, just get a feel for them, and kind of then I'll also make videos on what I think of those as well. Since we didn't get to see how that worked in the beta, it'll be a good opportunity to kind of see there, as well as the other items in the shop and what my thoughts will be on the value of all the different packs. But yeah, it's looking pretty good, and I'm guessing it's probably, I mean, now the fact they probably are going to have the launch date on this stream, they are probably getting ready to release probably shortly, not long after this test, especially since it's a paid test. Where they will be doing the rebates. I wouldn't expect it to actually be very far off from the original estimated date that we had seen in the Apple Play Store. So yeah, really excited for it to come out, but that's pretty much it. I thought I'd just bring this up. I will continue making videos on the characters and kind of my thoughts on them. I've kind of been a little bit slow on them because I had other things I was taking care of, but we're going to have those start ramping up here, especially on the lead up to this live stream, and then also the launch as well. Now, I may not get through all the characters by the time this new beta comes out with changes, and that'll be fine, because I mean, I'm going to want to go over them all again anyway, especially regarding the changes. So we'll be doing that. And the ones that I do get covered by then, I will kind of mention what kind of changed with the characters and maybe adjustments and what characters you want to pull on launch. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like my content, if you could like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.